Hi Pisces, thanks for joining me for your September 2017 forecast. I almost wanted to say 2014. What? I'm shuffling the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, one of my favorite decks, beautifully illustrated. And also at the end, I will be pulling a Doreen Virtue Angel card to see what comes up. I haven't used them on YouTube yet, but I've used them for such a long time in my own life. Let's see what comes up for you. And Pisces, let's get to it. We have Mercury retrograde still the top of the month through the 5th of September, going direct at 28 degrees of Leo. And then on the 9th of September, Mercury will transit into the sign of Virgo and remain there through the 29th. So Mercury is replenishing the sector by 2 degrees in the health arena for Pisces. Some Pisces have actually felt under the weather and energy has been low when Mercury is retrograde here. Even though Mars is energy, the connection with others and how you are communicating and what you put out as far as effort to contact and I'm getting a message to deliver, even delivering work or delivering deadlines at an appropriate rate. Oh, I get it. Because of the 6th house of work, the errands and deadlines and structure is replenished because you might have missed a few things with Mercury retrograde here in the health/work sector. Now you'll have some opportunity to make up for that for a 4-day period of time, and then your relationship sector is lit this entire month. It is all about who you are in relationship with, how you're connecting, and who's opposing you in life, who's on your team and who's not on your team. The 7th house of the others, the significant other, your personal relationships that are not just friendships, but significant others is what I'm thinking. Your boyfriends, your girlfriends, who you're dating but you're committed to in that respect. Mars on the same day on the 5th is entering Virgo, so he'll be conjunct Mercury in the 7th house. So there is energy, stamina, and progress to your 7th house of connections. When Mars is in the 7th house for about 60 days, you receive heightened communications from men, Mars ruling the men. You get sexual stamina. You have power in your relationships. And there can be the tendency to try to control them. So there's always the, downside to, there's a positive energy and a malefic energy to some of the planets. And Mars being a malefic planet, you have to watch how you try to manipulate or control situations. Stepping out of them and allowing them to just be is a healthy approach, and then just controlling how you are in the relationship, not other people. So that's the only thing you truly have the sense to govern in this path. So make sure you're not tilting too much, Pisces, in the control factor. Our full moon is in Pisces on the 6th of September. At 13 degrees. So having this full moon culmination awareness in the 1st house of self and body, Pisces can maybe see an end to that physical manifestation or health worry or health ailment. This is a spiritual moon. This is a watery, nebulous, psychic awareness moon, and it's a visionary moon. It's going to be conjunct Neptune, and Chiron is assisting in healing, especially the physical healing for Pisces, considering your retrograde of Mercury in the 6th house. Some of you were run down to the point of your immune systems getting low, and when that happens, that just triggers everything from inflammation to colds. So it probably manifested very differently for all of the Pisceans. So I'm hoping you are feeling better after the first week. The 19th, we have Venus entering Virgo, conjunct Mars and Mercury. So, personal planet action all in the 7th house. Venus, the planet of love, honey, in the 7th house, bring on the soulmates. I feel like Pisces who is not coupled really needs to be out and seen because, oh my gosh, on the 20th, the new moon at 27 degrees of Virgo too. You want to meet someone new, this is the month, Pisces. This is also the month to establish new boundary in your own relationships and new intentions for your marriage going forward. Maybe Pisces is setting up guidelines in a beautiful, harmonious way towards relationship, making promises, setting intentions for yourself as a couple. What will you be doing in this next year together? The 20th is your day, just before the equinox, because the sun is entering Libra, cardinal ingress, on the 22nd, and when it's cardinal ingress time, when it's the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere, and spring equinox in the southern, it is a time to initiate the fresh new beginnings in the cardinal signs, which generally are the most active. They take action. So when the sun is in Libra, focus on intimacy, connection in these relationships with others, your significant other, your husband or wife, your spouse. If you are single, this is the time to shine. When the sun enters the 8th house, your sex sector has the sun in it, our life force. You are connecting, you are wanting intimacy, I think, Pisces. The 7th and 8th house and the 1st house, so it's all about you and your relationship in September. It could bring on something very suddenly as well. And your money is starting to be affected the last week of September. Your money in a big, big way. Here's why. When the sun enters Libra on the 22nd, he will be conjunct Jupiter, who's been stationed there for almost 11 months, I believe. When the sun is conjunct Jupiter, this elevates the sector where they fall. And this is in the 8th house of shared resources, your money with other people, who's paying you, your intimacy. But it's in opposition to Uranus in Aries, which brings on sudden electric insight, upheaval, but in the 2nd house of money, across from the 8th house of expansion and money. This is piling in the money. This isn't taking it away. Jupiter is so benevolent and the biggest guy in the sky, the biggest energy we have up there that we know of in our solar system. And he is sitting in the section of other people's money and Uranus in your self-worth and your own budget. There's something very expansive and elevating in this opposition. It could be frustrating before you see the payout, though. What I feel is that Pisces are under some disillusionment or disillusion with their own life or earnings because of Neptune stationed in the 1st house. And it makes you see things not as they really are all the time. And if you feel like something isn't working out, give this a minute, because this could be the 28th could be a very sudden payday for you, Pisces. And then on the 29th, Mercury enters Libra here to assist as well, conjunct the Sun and Jupiter in the 8th house of how you are communicating your intimate experiences, what you are saying about them, how you are going over details with your money and banking and investments. Also the details of property and inheritance and settlement. This all starts up at the end of September, and then that will be somewhat of the energy and theme through October. I do want to get to the cards to see what comes up. It's relationship time, and Virgo being your polar opposite. It's the soulmate sector that's lit up this month. Okay, Pisces, here are your cards, and if you'd like to read with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. I read all through the week, and ooh, this card really wants to come out. And I would love to read for you. This is what I do, and it's one of the things I do best. So feel free to book with me below, and also check out your VIMEO forecasts on VIMEO for September. There are 2 different readings up there if you're interested. And also the tarot course is up and in effect if you are considering learning more about the tarot. All of the links are below in the Show More section. Pisces, your first card, 6 of Pentacles, shared resources, 8th house, other people's money and them providing it to you, getting hired, receiving a loan, investments coming through, property selling. King of Rods, fire sign, male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ambitious, driven, creative power. Mars, oh, in the 7th house of relationships. There could be a fire sign coming in for Pisces. Let's see what else comes up here. Wow. The Lovers, that's your sex sector, your intimacy. Look how beautiful this card is. I'm trying to get it in the right light. Look at that. Yeah, there's some fire all right for Pisces. And this is an attraction card. This is the card that kept sliding out too, that wanted, I placed them face down and the top card on the 3rd just wanted to slip out. It was the Lovers card. So Pisces, absolutely, 7th and 8th house, attraction, meeting soulmate, establishing the relationship that you're already in. Wow. High Priestess, look at her. See what I love about these cards? The images are so different on each card. She has these mountains behind her. And you can't see in the window behind me, but there is the San Jacinto Mountain through the top of the window. And I did just move back to the desert. So, well, I've never lived in here before, but this is reminding me of a woman, you know, sitting in front of the desert, gaining insight, gaining from nature, psychic ability. Pisces full moon. Thank you. You're extremely intuitive this month, Pisces, and it's because of the full moon in your sign. I do believe you have the ability to connect with a fire sign in order to have help with your resources, in order to have an attraction. There's one court card here, and it's the King. And this is someone maybe a little older than you. Not for everyone. I'm reading this as a general reading. Please feel free to book with me for personal readings that are very detailed for you. For some of you, you could be extremely intuitive about a creative business partnership. I know we didn't talk a lot about work, but I'm getting an entrepreneurial spirit. I'm getting the connection with a creative beast who's very driven and ambitious. It could symbolize a part of you, especially if you are a fire sign rising. It could also be that you're meeting a man who's investing in your business and providing for you and giving you some stability. You could become attracted to this person. Some Pisces might be considering mixing business with pleasure. I would trust your intuition on this, similar to the High Priestess. It's never a great idea, trust me, I've tried. Not in this business, but in a band connection. It's hard because there's always you being biased. And I feel that Pisces has the opportunity to meet someone new, someone outside of work, and Archangel Gabriel may assist you. Your angel card. Wow. Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. And Archangel Gabriel protects the artists and has the ability to manifest creation. And I love that this card is present. I love that we were just talking about creative entrepreneurial endeavors and the fire being the artist and driven and ambition. And some Pisces are experiencing a breakthrough in their connections. And if you think about the 7th house, you always think about soulmate and your personal relationships, but the 7th house could be in connection to the band you are in. If you think about the house of the others. It can be a group of people that you are in love with, you're creating with them. Although fifth house is really the band, but for some of you, I'm just getting this, that you're falling, and using the analogy about falling for someone in your band. Interesting. That could apply here for Pisces. It's a small message, but it's here. And you could be attracted to the person who attempts to save you as well. But don't think you can't save yourself. Like that card said, don't let your insecurities hold you back. You've got this as an individual because you weren't born with anyone attached to you. I hope not. I mean, yeah, that happens, but geez. You know what I mean. You're living this path for yourself, on your own, through your own soul. So don't think you can't handle it on your own, but you might be drawn to the help of another person right now. And that's fine too. I hope this was helpful, Pisces. I'm wishing you a sweet September. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.